Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about my King of the Court lineup for this weekend here in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I'm uploading every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it and let's see what we're looking at this weekend. So, rewards are obviously the same as always, but I will say, how many more games do I actually need for King of the Court? As I record this video, I gotta win 3 more games to qualify for King of the Court. Now, I'm recording this video earlier on Friday afternoon, so I'll win a couple games tonight. I think I might actually play King of the Court this weekend for the first time in a while, because number one, my team's in a pretty good place. I just picked up a very big addition to the squad. As y'all can see, I only have 385,000 MT instead of what was about a mil, 900,000 to 1.1 million MT over these past few weeks, kind of where I've been sitting at. We picked up a big purchase to the team, and I'm going to explain exactly why I picked him up in this video. We're just going to go over our team in general, and it's a squad that I am feeling very comfortable with. I'm not going to lie. It's a good enough team to where I feel like I really might want to now play King of the Court this weekend. I haven't played in a while. I go in phases with this game. I'll be totally honest with you. I have phases of like really enjoying the game, at least playing it, and then I have phases of not really enjoying it much at all. And look, I understand that the game itself has things about it that certainly suck, but there are also at times things about it that are pretty fun and pretty not that bad, honestly. And I feel like right now we're in one of those points where the game is starting to become pretty enjoyable again because it's accessible in a lot of different ways. Like you can build a better no money spent squad this year. You can, I feel like, compete better without having to spend as much money in general as of late, just because the longevity of cards is so good. And so there are some positives for sure to think about with the game recently. And that's putting me in a state where I want to play more. But as y'all can see, the big upgrade to the team is this man right here. Galaxy Opal Penny Hardaway replaces Lonzo Ball, who was my backup point guard, slides SGA to the bench as well. And not only is it a Galaxy Opal Penny Hardaway, it's a decently souped Galaxy Opal Penny Hardaway. He's got 9 base hoffs. Mine has 18. I paid 617,000 MT for a Penny Hardaway with Hall of Fame Deadeye, Limitless. I think Slippery was added. Handles for days was definitely added. Interceptor was definitely added. Rebound chaser was added. That's 6. Shifty shooter was 7. On-ball menace was 8. And I think, I'm not totally sure what the last badge that was added was, but a lot of very, very good Hall of Fame badges. And probably some of the, set shot specialist. That's the other one. That's 9. Some really important ones like on-ball menace, set shot specialist, shifty shooter, rebound chaser, interceptor, handles for days, limitless, deadeye. It gets a bunch of key shooting badges all on Hoff now. Gets the one playmaking badge you didn't have on Hoff that was an important one, those handles for days. And then most important defensive badge and on-ball menace for a guard, and a very good one in interceptor as well. A lot of really good badges, even that rebound chaser. That's nice to have in terms of switches and stuff like that. And in some of those areas, like I think as a whole, this penny is really souped with these 9 extra Hoffs. I'm actually tempted to put a movable on him too, but I'm not going to. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm tempted to put like a movable paint patroller, off-ball pest, those types of badges on them because I have a couple of those. But I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to leave him as is for now. With that being said, though, he is clearly an absolute dog. Now, I do probably want to change his takeover. I think I'm going to put a satellite takeover on him instead, or something like that, instead of these whatever playmaking. It's boost shot chance off ankle breakers, easier to make perimeter shots off the dribble. I don't know. It doesn't seem quite as good, so I might change his takeover. But either way, very souped up Penny Hardaway is now the leader of the squadron and gives us a really good new point guard that we're using. And I'm also going to sell my Lonzo. I got some other stuff in the auction house to sell as well. Probably be back over 500K even with Penny added. The other thing about Penny is that for 617K, I took advantage, I feel like, of the auction house kind of dropping and of a lot of these cards being available for cheaper right now. Like if any of these cards you really want, now is a great time to buy them because there's going to be more badged versions of them. And they're going to go for cheaper now than they will in a few weeks. Like I think that this Penny Hardaway, 617K for the best point guard in the game, and a bunch of extra Hall of Fame badges. This is a card that very easily I should be able to get my MT back in a month if I decide to sell them, or at least get the majority of my MT back. Like there's real longevity with cards this year, especially these top tier cards with extra badges and stuff. They have such longevity this year that a card like Penny, I don't mind spending that much MT on him because he's going to be a centerpiece of my team for a while. And then once I get rid of him, I'm still not going to lose that much MT. And so that's a really good place to be. Obviously, my Dr. J is still very souped, has Legend Dimer, has a bunch of good Hall of Fame badges added, including a bunch of shooting badges, movable enforcer, shifty shooter, limitless range, bunch of extra stuff. I mean, he's just super duper souped, of course, Wemby is the other super souped card on my team, has Legend, Rise Up, Post, Lockdown, Pogo Stick, and Paint Patroller, as well as Hoff Interceptor, Limitless, Immovable, Brick Wall, Off Ball Pest, Shifty Shooter, Deadeye, etc., etc. Basically all the badges he didn't have that are important for a big. He's got those added as well. As a whole, just a very, very souped up card in his own right. Of course, my Jaren is super souped. I bought this card a while ago and I've used him for a good bit. Has every single Hall of Fame badge in the game, in addition to Legend Legend Interceptor, Legend Set Shot Specialist, and Legend Pogo Stick. So again, a crazy souped Jaren. When you have that many Hall of Fame badges and Legend badges on him, he can play for a very long time as well. Card is really, really good. Big fan of Jaren. And then Rudy Gay has a couple extra Hoff badges on him as well. He's got Hoff Limitless, Hoff On Ball Menace, Hoff Interceptor, and I think Hoff Shifty Shooter might have been the other one added or something. I don't remember exactly what the last one that was added was, but he's got a couple extra badges in his own right on him as well. So overall, very, very souped up starting lineup, all with really good badges and things of that nature. And off the bench, it's more of the same. I mean, my Shea has Hoff Immovable and Hoff On Ball Menace added, as well as a couple other Hall of Fame badges. Like, he's super souped. He's super good. Franz Wagner doesn't have any added Hall of Fame badges, but he's fully badged with gold badges. Has Satellite on him as an elite level shot creator in his own right and shooter. Wouldn't even mind, honestly, upgrading a couple shooting and playmaking badges on him, like Lightning Launch, Limitless, some stuff like that. But I'm not going to do that because I already have Dr. J as souped as I do. So either way, Franz coming off the bench is going to be an elite level shot creator off the bench. Got Ron Artest at the 3. Defensively, just phenomenal. Between, I feel like 6'6", 6'10", 6'7" is not a bad size grouping to have off the bench. Like, I don't really have the great Giannis at small forward counter in my shooting small forwards with Rudy and Ron Artest, but what I do have is Paulo Banchero, who I can slide into my lineup at small forward if need be. I have Jack Sikma off the bench here as another option. He's not even fully badged, but I do have Sikma here just in case I need him as well, to be able to be a power forward option. I can throw him in my lineup, move Paulo, and I can put Paulo my starting power forward if I need him against Giannis. I mean, my starting small forward against Giannis. Like, I have the ability to have enough versatility with my team to where I think I'm in a pretty good spot regardless. I have Marcus Smart at the end of my bench in case one of my point guards were to get hurt. Then I have a third point guard option who can hold it down defensively, can come in and get the job done in his own right. I got 3 shooting guard options in Dr. J, Franz, and Artest, so I can deal with that if that injury were to become an issue. Small forward position, same thing. I got Rudy, Ron, and Paulo, so I got options there. Power forward, I got Jaren and Sikma, but I also have Paulo that can play the 4. And then center, I got Wemby, D-Rob, and if one of them were to get hurt, I could always just put Sikma at the 5 as well. So a lot of positional versatility with this team in having these 2 guys off the end of the bench in Smart and Sikma. Gives me the ability to basically account for any single injury that could happen in the game. And I'm really liking the way this team is shaping up as a whole. Now with Penny at the starting point guard position, he is the centerpiece player that my team kind of needed at this point. Because as good as my team was, Lonzo, Smart, not quite the same when it comes to impactful point guards as Penny. Having him in the starting lineup, especially souped up with the extra badges he's gotten, then having Shea off the bench, really makes my guards deadly now. And I think I have a very, very good team cooking for this weekend's King of the Court. I'm not certain if I'm going to play, but if I get the wins tonight, I might. It's the first time in a while that I've actually considered it, is what I will say. But I don't know. It's just, I wish the rewards were a little better. I feel like playing, I'm probably not going to win, right? Like, I know I'm good at the game, but I know Eban's on Xbox is better than me right now. Like, there's a couple other people on Xbox that I think probably have a better chance of winning than I do, even if I do play, right? So I'm probably not going to win. So I'm playing for top 1%, which is a pink diamond premium or hidden gem. Probably not going to be that good. Like, the rewards are just, it doesn't make it very enticing to spend 4 hours of my Saturday that I could be working on other videos and preparing other stuff, grinding the game. That's the hardest part for me about grinding King of the Court this year, is it just doesn't feel worth it enough. I wish the system was different. If it was me, I know I've said this before, I'll probably say it again, I would shift the King of the Court system. Having it for 4 hours in the middle of the day on Saturday isn't the way to do it. Make it a 20 game weekend or something like that. 15 game weekend, 12 game. I don't know. Pick a number of games and then rank people based on their records and their strength of schedule, which is based on basically the winning percentage of the people they play against in their King of the Court. Rank them that way. That's the way to do King of the Court, in my opinion. But oh well, it is what it is. Either way, definitely got a good team cooking, and I thought I'd make another team update video here this weekend. So I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I will be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.